I want to talk about the Patreon. Okay, guys. So, I am a huge Jeffree Star fan, or I always have been. Bought lots of makeup, done lots of mystery boxes, followed Jeffree for a long time, Warp Tour, everything like that. And that led me to Shane. Of course, I've known who Shane Dawson is. I saw the series, of course, that led to the makeup, and then I really kind of got attached to Shane. And then through Shane, there was Ryland, and I love Ryland. Um, Absolutely love him. Been watching him since then, and with Ryland has come Morgan, and I love to watch Morgan. I get up in the morning, I make my coffee when I'm cooking breakfast. I'll watch The Sip. I wait on the vlogs. I watched them put the California house together. So I've been around for a little bit, and now we've all come to the point where there's a lot of talk about the Patreons. Figured we could do a little makeup, do a little breakdown, talk about the situation, and what better palette to do some makeup with today other than our very own controversy. So do a little makeup, do a little talking. I have been watching Ryland for quite a while now. Through the Colorado house, like I said, I think I said that. Through the babies. And then I've watched Morgan, build her house and everything. And now we've come to the point where everyone has started a Patreon. I'm never gonna knock somebody for chasing the dough, but also it just seems a little out of touch with the time frame of doing it. With the economy being, I don't want to sound like that.
Can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
With the economy being the way that it is, everything costs more. Costs are going up. It's hard to feed ourselves, and I get why they might not understand that. This is from the Dollar Tree, and I've been dying to try it because it's the Pure B, and heard good things. We're gonna cover a whole face with it because why not today? I had seen a lot of people, we've heard a lot of discuss of the Patreon, the start of the Patreon, and them deciding whether or not to do it. And I get it. Shane has movies that he wants to work on and big projects, and I get that. I get that. I'm speaking from a neutral field here. Also, I feel like you should be a little considerate. It really hurts the people that have been around a long time and can't afford to do that. It's just, I know $5 doesn't seem like a lot, but it is to some people. A lot of people had spoken up about how they felt on the last episode of The Sip. With them saying that we can't even afford groceries, and, between their Patreon and Shane's Patreon and Morgan's Patreon, it all adds up. And then, we have our regular streaming. Some people were making the point that, we pay for that and we get several TV shows. And like I said, neutral here, but I am talking about other people's concerns. And then they go and pin the comment at the top that says, "Girls, we have been doing free content on this channel for nearly 5 years. Patreon will not be the only thing we talk about. In fact, since we've launched the SIPs, we barely mentioned it. We do nearly an hour and a half of free content every single week. I hear you loud and clear, and we will chill on promotion, but this is something new and exciting for us. If you don't want to watch this week, we will be back next week, so on and so forth." I wouldn't, I get it, we post free content, but you do get paid for that. That content and all of your loyal followers are what help you get to the point where you are now. So saying that felt even more out of touch, honestly. I don't know. I know it has a lot of people split. I've seen a lot of people discussing it on Reddit. Um, I have seen talks in the comments, obviously. To a certain extent, I get it. Like we're going to do what we got to do to make the money. Chase the bread, girl. Go get that money. Go get that money. But you you watch them. We love them. We love what they do. We support them. But then there's talks of Lizzie having a nanny. They have a nanny, and that's cool too. I don't care. Then they have the vlogs of the Cybertruck, and then they had that truck in Colorado, and then you had the video with the car for uh, the conspiracy videos. It's like you're not hurting. Somebody had stated in the comments where it was something along the lines of, all these people have been around for like 12 plus years, whatever, I don't know how long. They've been around all this time. And now you're taking some of the good content and putting it on Patreon where they can't afford it. And it's like now they're going to miss out on things that they've been here for, have wanted to watch you grow in. And then they're just not going to get to see it because you're not posting it where everybody else can see it. Don't forget about the people that do support you when they don't have to. It doesn't look bad for Dollar Tree. And then on top of, the cars, the house, uh, they just purchased a whole new building for production. It's got a lot of people split right now, which is truly crazy. Okay, gonna open her up. I actually haven't used this one, not because I don't like it or anything. I bought them when they came out. I just like to keep them in nice condition, but we're gonna break her out. Why not? I think I have used little bit of some of them. So yeah, that's been on my mind, and I know it's been on a lot of other people. And like I said, I get it. I know it's not everybody's business how they decide to spend their money or how they choose to do this or choose to do that. I get it. I know. I'm just trying to speak from understanding, everyday people and them. Let's go in with the Zaya root beer. I know that's our boy's favorite. Imagine being a fan and then, following through all of this, waiting for every vlog to follow along with you guys, and then listening to you on the podcast the other day talk about let's save the juicy stuff for our Patreon. You gotta understand, and I know some people aren't hurting, and some people will support, and that's okay. You face trials and tribulations with everything. Some people are gonna ride with you if they can, and some just gotta bite the dust if they can. I'm a little upset because I've been watching for a while, and I can agree with a lot of people in the comments. I have worked, this a lot of these vlogs or the sip and stuff like that into my everyday schedule. And no offense to Lizzie, because I know a lot of people love her. I know a lot of people hate her, but I am one of those people that is just not gonna pay to listen to her. No offense to her. I know she's a big part of, SIP. We're gonna go in with my apology, which is the same darker color I'm using on the top. I wish I could have half of the things that they have. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done my makeup in a while. It looks like shit, but we power on. I would say trust the process, but the process is not processing very well. Another thing, like I said, I don't think that was meant for indefinite or anything, but I do agree that I think it's a little crazy for them to have even. I guess it was just this one time, so whatever, not a big deal. But moving the food portion of the SIP over to the Patreon is crazy because I feel like a lot of people tune in for that mainly. When I first started watching the SIP, because I kind of, like I said, didn't like Lizzie, I would just skip straight to the food because I enjoyed watching them try the new things. I mean, like some people do. I know it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, but like I don't think that was like. I think that was meant to be like a one-time thing from what it sounded like. I don't know. I know things are more expensive, like we are all complaining about, and I feel like things are a little bit more expensive for them. But you gotta think too that Rylan spends a lot of money on food, but I'm sure that comes out as like some sort of like tax write-off. I don't know. I get it and I don't get it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have hurt them not to have the Patreon, but it also doesn't hurt for them to have it. And all I can hope is that we continue to get some decent content over on the regular channel. I don't know what I thought the news was going to be, but I did not think it was going to be everybody having a Patreon. I have grown like super attached to all of them, support them all, heart you all. Um, love me some Morgan, love me some Rylan. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that and, you know, get some other people's opinions on it, see how they feel about it. I don't go to Reddit and like start conversation or talk, but sometimes when I feel a certain way about something, I will go over there and be like, because I'm like curious, so I will go over there to when I see something like that and be like, I wonder if anybody else feels the way that I do. I really didn't have to go far because even just in the comments alone, uh, people were pretty upset. I mean, there's a lot of people that would watch it if they could, and they can't. And there's a lot of people that will watch it. That I'm not here to throw stones, but it's okay to be like upset about it. You know, it's okay to be supportive and let them know that you're here. But some people were like, I hope it fails. It's like, it's not that serious. It's really not that serious. It sucks. I agree with you, but like, be for real. I don't hope it fails for them. I think they have a wide enough audience where um, it'll be fine. I get too that it's like what people can and can't afford is not really their problem, but kind of like a punch in the face to people that have been around for a long time. There is definitely a lot of push and shove, though, in the comment section. Lots of crazy things. People talking about, if you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home. I'm poor. I'm not going to take it to heart. Do what you got to do, Queens. I'm going to keep saying that. If I've learned anything from watching people over the years, like on YouTube or TikTok, somebody's going to support no matter what. Love that for them. Let's not go wishing and hoping awful things on people. That's insanity. It's not that serious. I got this cute hand mirror, Jeffree Star mirror, and I broke my mirror, but I'm still gonna use it. So, yeah, I just wanted to share what I've been seeing, how I feel about it, and just kind of wondering what other people feel and think about it as a fan, as I am, or a fan that's been around longer than me. It really bums me out with Morgan too because, like, I love to watch Morgan. Sometimes I look for Morgan more than I do Rylan. It's not the end of the world. I mean, there are bigger things going on. There are people dying.
There's people that are dying.
I hope we don't miss out on a lot of things with them opening the Patreons. I don't know what exactly they plan on being Patreon exclusive content and what isn't, but I guess we'll see. I just wanted to share my opinion on, you know, what's going on, what I think about it, and wanted to see what you guys thought about it or what I have seen, what some people think about it, and how many of you are going to continue to support and how many of you might not. Love to hear your opinion on what you think about everything that's going on. Thanks for watching.